Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper One. Today I'm going to go over something that's not really cool, not really sexy, but is a prepping necessity that most people do not address properly. If you're the head of your house and you fail to address it, guess what? It's going to fall back on you because whoever's going to be doing the laundry will not be able to do it properly, and they will say, hey, you prepped food, you prepped ammo, you prepped everything else, we have a great house, got off-grid capabilities, but guess what? We have no way to do some basic laundry. Now this is needed for a short-term emergency. The hurricane that's going to slam the East Coast, you might be without power for a week, you might be without power for 2 weeks. How are you going to wash clothes? So anytime you know that there's a natural disaster coming that we can see in the future, an ice storm, a winter storm, tornado, hurricane, anything you can see that there's going to be bad weather, common sense, hey, do your laundry. If you got 3 loads of laundry sitting in the laundry basket in the laundry room, not smart. Get it done while you have electricity. So this is good for a short-term emergency. This is good for a long-term or raw environment where law and order has broken down, we have no electricity, and you need to do your laundry. I've done a lot of laundry by hand, being overseas, so I'm very much cognizant of the difficulty of doing laundry. It stinks when you just have a bucket of water and dirty clothes. So do some planning right now. First step is you can get a bucket, a 5-gallon bucket, cut a hole in it. Get a regular plunger and drill some holes in it. You can buy an apparatus that's the same thing. It's a washing machine with holes in it. It's plastic. I've never used one. I think I'm going to order one and try it to see how it works. If it works better, and if it does, I'll suggest that to you. So drill a hole in the lid so your plunger can fit through. Next, get your dirty clothes. I threw a towel in here. I put a little bit of soap in there, and I will be going over a recipe for homemade soap. And then all you're going to do, self-explanatory, put your cover on. You don't really have to latch it down. Plunge. It's nice to have the holes in the bottom because if this hits the bottom and there's no holes, it can sort of lock onto the bottom, and there's a lot of resistance when you pull it off. Those holes will help you definitely not lock down to the bottom and create a suction. So you're just going to keep going up and down. We all know how to do this. And right now, you have hopefully a clean towel, but it's full of soap. We need to clean it up. Throw it down here, and this is just a mop bucket. Walmart, 40 bucks. I will be buying a wringer for this. I know I need one, so I'm going to be purchasing one. It will make this task a lot easier. Get most of the water out by doing this. It still is not as good as a laundry wringer for sure, but it does keep it at least from dripping everywhere. Now this has soap in it. I'm going to throw it in here, and I'm going to try to rinse this. Do it as long as it takes to rinse it. You might have to do this 2 times to get it thoroughly rinsed. That's the biggest thing, is we don't rinse our clothes enough with this primitive method. So you might have to go through it twice. Throw it back in your wringer. What I did was I took the wheels off of this and I put this heavy duty piece of rubberized so it doesn't slide hardly at all. I have to make it slide. If you don't, it will slide. I'm using a plastic table. The reason is I can get this wet, it won't hurt the table. And I'm working from this level. If I had to bend over all day, my back would be killing me, or my wife's back, or someone that was doing all this laundry would be killing. This is not the best way, but you might have a business, you might work somewhere, and there's mop buckets and wringers, a great survival item to grab or to purchase right now. I will be purchasing a wringer. Lehman sells a wringer, about 200 bucks. There's another one from a car company that does towels for car washes. It's like $159. I probably will be buying the car one, and I'll try it out. If it works as good as the Lehman one, I'll tell you about it. But I definitely want to solve my laundry situation. I want to be able to get it so it's very efficient. The reason is a lot of people don't have a laundry plan. Some people don't even have a water plan. So I'm using available water right now. This water I'm going to be using is coming from my potable water. Excuse me, from my non-potable water from my rain catchment. I could use my backup water system in my well, but I don't have to. But if you don't even have your water solution fixed, it's going to be hard to waste valuable water to get clean. But you need to stay clean for health reasons and morale. cleaner we are, the better we're going to feel, and the more productive we're going to be in a survival situation or just a short-term emergency from a hurricane or a natural disaster. So challenge you. Find out what you're going to use to keep your clothes clean. Thanks for watching.